Hello everyone, my name is Ssembatya. In this video, we're going to see how we can use Stata and SPSS at the same time to analyze multiple responses. Here we have a research question which is about major crops that are grown in Masaka district. So we have a data set that has multiple responses in which a farmer could choose more than one crop which he grows. So this tends to be a challenge in most of the softwares, more especially in the starter. So we are going to see how we can deal with this, and then we compare the results with the results from SPSS. So let's go straight to starter and see how we can deal with multiple responses. When you look at the screen window for starter, you can see that we have different features. So my assumption is that at least you have some basics of starter. So when you look at the extreme corner, the extreme right, where we have the variables, we have a list of crops which are grown by farmers, which are the maize, beans, sorghum, and ginat. So we need to know which of these crops uh, are major crops that are being grown out of these four crops that we are using in this example. So we can easily view them through the editor window, the data editor, and then you can see that we have different responses for maize and beans, sorghum, and then ginats. You can see we are having dummy variables, which is one meaning yes, a farmer is growing maize. For instance, in this case, in this cell, and then the following cell, it means a farmer also grows beans, and then the next one, it means the farmer doesn't grow sorghum for this particular farmer, and then the last one grows ginat. So in total, I want to see if, for example, these farmers, we analyze their responses. What could be the major crop that is being grown? When you look at all of these responses, you can see that a farmer could choose more than one, because by having a one and a one here, it means this farmer grows two crops. And if you go down here, you can see that this farmer number 6 grows beans, sorghum, and ginat. So I want to know which of those four crops is a major crop that is being grown. So what you do, you just go back to the command window. Then here in the starter, if you're a first time user, you may not be having a command for multiple responses. What you need to do is to first look for that plugin, the mrtab. And how can you get it? What you need to do, just come to the command window and then type in find it. Don't leave a space between I and D. There is no space. Just put a space after find it and then say mr tab. MR represents multiple responses, so you are instructing a starter, the starter, to go and find this window, this tab of multiple response, and then that's what we're going to do. After writing find it MR tab, then press enter. Then you wait a bit. It will bring another window where you have a list of sources where you can get the MR tab. Well, our major link, or the link we are interested in, is this link which has www.starterjournal.com. So click in that link. After clicking that link, you'll see another window coming, and then from this window, what we need is just this bracket which has click here to install. If you click here, if you click that option, or if you choose that option, you see that it will tell you here down all files already exist and are up to date, meaning the MR tab is already installed. Remember, you cannot do a multiple response analysis, or you cannot get percentages of cases if you have not installed this plugin, the MR tab. And I think you can now install that plugin. After you go back, then you can be able to get your multiple responses. That the percentage of cases of your multiple responses. How can you get them? After installing the MR tab, you can just type in MR tab because you already installed it. Then Go to this window of variables and then choose one by one. Just tap here on this arrow. You see that down here maize will come. Also tap on this, beans will come this side, sorghum will come, and then peanuts will come. Then after, just press or just press enter. Then you'll be able to see the percentage of responses and then percentage of cases with their corresponding frequencies here. When you look at the data or the output, you can see that the number of responses were 95, and the number of respondents were 40, because here you can go back to the data editor and you see that we had really 40 respondents. Now, if you go to our output, you can see that we have 95 cases because one person could give you more than one response. That's why the cases are more than the number of people. Now, when you look at here, we have two percentages. We have the percentage of responses and then the percentage of cases. Now, what is the difference between these two? And which one do we report in, or which one do we take in our report? So, in transferring the output in our report, we often take the percentage of cases. Why? The reason is the percentage of responses, these ones are calculated out of the total number of cases. Sorry, out of the number of responses, not cases. Out of responses, meaning to get this 26.32, you get the 25 for maize divided by the 95 and then times 100. Let us try it together. 25 divided by 95 times 100, you get 26.315, which is 26.32 if you can look at my calculator here. Now, this percentage of cases, it is calculated out of the number of people who responded. So we shall get the 25 divided by the 40. You get 0.625 times 100, which is the 62.5. Now, we have two percentages. Which one should we report? We report the percentage of cases because in our reporting, or when we are reporting in our dissertation or thesis, we report based on the number of people we interviewed, not the cases. So in this aspect, this percentage that is calculated out of the number of people, so we can say 72.5% of the respondents said that they are growing maize. You get? So, meaning if you take this 26, it would mean 26% of out of the 95 responses given, responses given, we are for maize, which is not communicating. So we report based on the number of people who responded, not the cases. That's why we are taking not the responses. That's why we are taking percentage of cases instead of percentage of responses. Some people make a mistake and report this, but this is calculated out of the number of responses, but this one is calculated out of the total number of people you interviewed. So that is the starter. How to install the mrtab before, after, if you don't have it, and then how to go ahead and calculate for or get the output for the percentage of cases. So meaning we can go to SPSS and see how we can get and see whether we can get the same results. When you go to SPSS, now in SPSS we still have the same data. We have 40 respondents and we have the same crops. Now, unlike in Stata where you can use a command, in SPSS you need to first group all these crops into one variable. How can you do that? Just go to analyze, then look for multiple response option. Now, when you look at the multiple response option, you can see that you cannot get the frequencies and the cross tabulations if you have not defined the variable sets. Meaning you have to merge these groups into one variable, and then you get your percentage of cases. So what should we do? Just click on define variables. Then here we have the 4 variables. That are the 4 crops we have: maize, beans, sorghum, and peanuts. Just come, press shift, and then select all, and then take them into one set. After taking them into one set, we have two two options here, which we can rather where we can choose one. Now, when you go back to the data, you can see that our data is in ones and zeros, meaning we have two options. You either grow maize or you don't grow, meaning those are two dichotomies responses. What does it mean? Di means two. It means we are going to choose these dichotomies, but they're asking us which one should we base on to do our results. Do you want those who don't grow those crops, or you want those individuals who grow the crops? So of course we need people who grow these crops. So we shall choose one because one represents the people who said yes, they grow those crops. Then after you come here on the name. On the name we can group them and then say maybe these are crops. You can choose any name, but when you're writing this name, you make sure you don't leave any space, because if you leave a space, it will not it's not accept, it doesn't accept its spaces. You need to either use underscore or you write the word combined. So let us just use crop. In the label, if you need more additional information, you can put it here, but we don't need it because crops are understandable. So you just go and say add. After adding, don't close here. Some people have a mistake of closing here. Instead, close from this side and say close. Now, after defining a set, or after merging all these groups into one set, you can go and say analyze, go back to multiple response, and then you see that these two tabs will be, these two options will be activated now, meaning you can get the frequencies and then the cross tabulations, but our major emphasis on the frequencies. Now, if you press frequencies or if you choose frequencies, you see our set already there, which we call this crops. Then take it to this side and then just say okay. Don't tick anything. Leave everything automatic as it is. Then say okay. When you say okay, you have the output window. The output window, when you look at our results, still we have the percentages and then the percentage of cases. As that the same output we got in Stata if we can go back. Yes, percentage of responses and then percentage of cases. This is 26 and 62. This is 26 and 62, meaning we are getting the same results. So you choose which one to use. And now, we either to use SPSS or Stata, you'll be getting the same results. Now, the same thing also applies here. We report the percentage of cases because they are calculated out of the total number of people who responded, the 40. So here we can comfortably say 62.5% of the respondents grow maize. Oh, let us be more specific because these are farmers. 62.5% of the farmers, of the 40 farmers, grow maize. Now, if you report this, it would mean 26.3 of all the responses that were given were for maize. So, out of the total responses that were given, 26.3 were for maize, which does not make sense. So that's why we report the percentage of cases. So in your study, make sure you report the percentage of cases. Meaning, if you go back to our research question, what are the major crops that are grown in Masaka district, for instance, and choose one of them to use. Since this is qualitative work, let me use more SPSS. It will be 62.5, but the same thing applies this side because we have the same result, 62.5. So I can say, actually, it's not even the major crop that is grown. The major one is beans. The major ones are beans. You can see it is 70.00%. So if I'm choosing one of the major crops, I would comfortably say the major crop grown is beans. Then I can attach the percentage, which is 70.0%. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.